What's that first one to the left there?
I don't know. What's it called? Grotto you talking about? That's Italian, I think.
Daniel's got jacks.
Well, he raised it to 2,500.
Not only that, he's going to raise to 2,800.
Doyle is eating himself. He didn't play the hand. I know you were so interested to know what's happened there. I know
Skates
you
in
would
with
win
threes.
Yeah, I don't want it. Of course I don't want it.
Threes are
Do you
crabs.
want to play
Sometimes
the
they
king
call
nine
threes
that
crabs.
Tom
Yep.
Dwan playing?
Yep.
You got it.
Yep.
And sailboats for
He
Benjamin. How about
hadn't seen the
that?
10 Jack Queen come out there as many times as I have.
You know all these things.
Don't you make it straight
Oh, I
then?
didn't look. I better look.
You don't need to.
All right, I don't need to.
Automatic call.
28. It's automatic. You don't have to look.
You know what a 3-2 is?
Squat.
Daniel
crab with a
raised
duck.
less than
28.
Time.
Pretty close.
That happens once in a while.
Yeah, you know.
A crab meets a duck. They
Sure.
like each other. Who's to say it's bad?
I'm not against it.
2,500. I want the minimum.
Bad flop for Daniel.
Small ball poker.
Set for David
And then I
Benjamin.
made 3 10s and I've
And there's 2
chopped them
diamonds
out
out
with
there, so
3,500.
Daniel doesn't want anybody drawing.
But he bets 8,000 here.
Now Peter thinks maybe Daniel's missed, so he's going to call. And David looks like he's going to take his time here. By Peter just calling, he might put Peter on the flush draw.
I got 200.
Benjamin raises to 41,000.
Raising it 33,000 more.
Now Daniel knows that David is capable of making this play with like an ace-5 of diamonds. And there's actually a chance that Daniel could raise here. Peter might slow him down. Peter being in the hand might slow him down.
Yep, he just calls.
And Peter says, "Excuse me." Now, if a diamond comes here, it might save Daniel some money. Or if a jack comes, be real lucky.
How about another 4?
That's the quads look, AJ. That's how you look when you have quads.
I got to remember that.
You have that French traditional Devil's Island shirt on, and you look like that.
The big shit high?
Huh? I got this. I got like 160 or so.
Well, I don't want to offend anybody, but I never tell anybody how much I've got. You just have to look.
No, I'm just asking if you had
I know,
any
but I
big
mean,
shit behind.
I understand, but most people do tell. I don't.
Tom like to ask all the time.
Huh?
But he say about.
It's only to find out how to
I
play
mean, I
my
just want to
hand.
know within like
I don't
100,000.
even do that. I just push it out there and let somebody look.
David likes all this conversation
That's a good
going
lesson
on
for
because
you
it's
guys
giving him
to
a
keep
chance to
going.
think about what to do here.
If that's not good enough, the dealer can count it.
Some people think that the way that they saying, they get.
Benjamin
a
bets
pair.
I mean,
35,000.
it's not going to hit you.
5?
You might
That's
get
a
it.
really
I
good
don't-
bet
I never
because
do it to try to get it.
if Daniel is drawing out a flush, he wants Daniel to continue drawing.
Right.
And if Daniel has the
Nothing wrong with it. I mean,
overpair,
I'm
he
just-
wants
I'm just
Daniel
saying
to
that I don't
call.
do it.
He's asking
I'm trying to
try to take a tail. You don't.
This is fun. I like this actually.
I'm
It's a
trying
cool
to
hand.
tell everybody where I won't make anybody mad.
Very cool hand.
I don't know about that, Luke. What do you think?
The guy enjoying himself.
It is fun. 35, right? It's fun hand. It's fun. Okay, that's 35.
Why is it that fun?
I don't know. It's kind of fun.
What's
Whatever.
fun about it?
It's neat because we could have anything here. You know what I'm saying? It could just be like a random draws and full houses and squats. I don't know.
Squats?
Squats means nothing. 35, you're
I thought it
betting.
meant quads.
Huh?
I thought it meant quads.
No. Let me see here. I got a couple plans here. I'm gonna going a little thinking.
Just be careful what you're doing.
Be careful what I do. Okay,
Yeah.
I will. I promise. All right, that's 35,000 right there. You got 35 right there. And I got 50, 10, 120 more.
Daniel might be contemplating a raise.
It's one of those, buddy. Guess so. All right, I'm all in.
Call.
You got a full house? Quads? That's good too.
He called my hand. I was like, what is quads?
All right, I can't win then. If you got quads, I can't win. Yeah, that's good. All right.
No straight flush outs?
Huh?
No straight flush outs?
No, I don't have a straight or a flush draw.
This show, the guy
He
that
either had
against
that or he
Dusty,
had.
I had the 7 and the flush draw, and I wanted to make it cheap.
Well, this was one or the other, so it wasn't going to cost too much more.
Daniel's in a mild state of shock right now.
I would have done that bet just in case you're drawing. So I would have found out if I had the 7 and the flush draw.
All right. You got 200 there?
And Daniel's going to have to reload.
Daniel said he had Jack 8. I don't know why he said he Jack 8. Maybe David's meaningless lies are catchy.
Negreanu's 10-9 of hearts,
All right, my mommy
raises to
didn't
2,000. Lindgren calls with his pocket eights.
That's for sure.
Or sausage.
That's for sure.
You'd have to pick around it.
I don't eat the cheese either.
Oh, you don't eat cheese anymore, right? You told me that.
David Gray keeps on talking.
Oh, you got that. You're drawing dead on that bet.
You're not over 140
I'm
yet?
140. Yeah, I'm over 140.
All right, I got a shot.
He's got a 170 number. I mean,
You got to be over
lifetime. Yeah.
What's
If
that
I'm
about?
ever over, somebody called?
170? If you're ever over 170?
I lose like 20,000 to him. He laid me 20 to
if
1.
I'm ever under 170.
I laid him 20 to 1. He gave me $1,000.
How are you gonna win?
No, he paid me already. And if I'm ever over, then I got to pay him the whole thing back.
That's it. Be as stiff. You
Daniel Negreanu flops a straight, and Eric Lindgren flops a set.
He bets 4,000.
You can make me that bet.
Lindgren calls.
One more time, Daniel Negreanu flops the nuts. And look at this. Eric Lindgren makes quads. It's happening again to Daniel Negreanu. He's flopped the nuts one more time, and Eric Lindgren, like Gus Hansen, has made quads, and Eric Lindgren is not acting as fast as Gus Hansen did. Eric Lindgren doesn't know what to do here. Trying to figure out what his best play is. Daniel Negreanu's bet 12,000, and Eric's thinking about, should I raise right here? How strong is Daniel's hand?
Eric just calls.
Probably putting Daniel on a queen.
Ace of hearts on the river.
You were around for the flood. From Noah?
Daniel again believes he's got the best hand.
I actually didn't believe it.
He hopes that Eric's made aces and queens.
Swears he was there to witness them, so.
Eric's saying, please bet again, Daniel.
I was inside the wheel.
Okay, John.
Negreanu bets 25,000.
25,000.
Eric again taking a lot of time here.
You played the tournament today, John, or did
All in.
This is getting so sick. How can I flop the nuts every single hand and lose? I mean, what in the world is going on? Are you kidding me?
that was a no?
You got to be just
No, I do
kidding.
not play
Have you played any of the last year?
Daniel, who's generally very mild-mannered, has reached the end of his rope here.
Oh, yeah.
This is about the fourth, fifth time that he's flopped the nuts and he's gotten raised on the river.
What good is it?
He's called every time.
Oh, brother, man.
Now, if any time he shouldn't call, it's this time.
You got to just be kidding me.
There is nothing that he can beat except a bluff.
Thanks.
Eric is not raising with ace-queen. He's not raising with queen-jack.
Oh, man, this is just so sick.
He might raise with
How
king-10.
much is it? He doesn't have king 10. We know that.
That's what, 50?
Daniel has eliminated that hand.
67.
There was no flush draw on the flop.
Just go so sick of this.
Here, I'll count it for you. 72-7. 72-7. Assuming this is 20.
Daniel should realize in this hand that he's beat.
How
But
much is it?
you just get shell-shocked after a while.
Yeah.
You think that someone sometime is going to make a move on you.
This is nuts. How can I flop the nuts every hand and lose. How can I always lose? I gotta figure out a hand that he has. Hang on, this can take me a second. Ace 8 he could have.
Daniel, you got to figure out a hand you could beat. Not that he could have.
25 on the turn, right? No. 12 on the turn. King 10. I don't think you're gonna raise me. Pocket jacks. You might raise me.
Why isn't this an easy laydown for Daniel, Gabe?
You could have.
He's just shell-shocked. You constantly feel that after you have bad luck that people are going to take shots at you. And he must feel that Eric Lindgren is capable of taking a shot here. But the question he's not really asking himself is, what did Eric Lindgren call on the flop and the turn with? Could he have a hand like
72,700.
Jack 10, Jack 9, and just be raising here, trying to take away the pot? Seems like Daniel's convincing himself that that's what's going on.
Well, it's a $72,000 decision. 72.7 to be exact.
Flopping the nuts. My credit's good, so I can get more money.
It would make this pot, by itself, almost $250,000.
31. What in the world do you got? I don't know. No idea. $72.7, right?
Doesn't look like Daniel's going to get away from this.
I just don't. I don't know what he has. I have no idea. I'm just gonna call. Full house is good. 4-8s. 4-8s. That's about right. This gets me sick. This gets so sick.
When Daniel watches this, I think he's going to realize what a bad call that was.
I never see so many cold deck that Daniel runs.
Have you?
I never see that.
It's just getting absurd.
The quad's getting Negreanu again. This time he loses the pot worth $233,000.
Yeah, better in high stress
deprecating.
jobs.
Yeah, that's what I meant anyway.
Daniel Negreanu.
What's this now? What's the
High
question?
stress draw.
Huh?
It's Dwan straddle. Daniel's going to make it 6,500 with a Jack 8 offsuit and the
I said
button.
name a vegetarian in a high-stress job. I said Daniel Negreanu. Yeah, Prahlab's going through a lot of stress.
What are you doing there, sir? How much?
You got robbed.
Oh, you get cheap.
Online.
23-6.
He was the biggest victim on Open.
This is what he's doing, Daniel. He's got ace-king, and he raised to 23-6.
Nice slide.
Yeah, they didn't give me money because they said I won against those accounts.
And here's what Daniel's doing. Daniel's involved enough at this point. He's going to call 17-1 and see a flop.
I hit zero because they showed me the whole thing and said, no, obviously I can't be so.
And it's not a good flop for Daniel. He hits a jack, and he's got to feel that Tom Dwan might have
You
air.
get there a lot.
And no matter how bad they are at doing it, you aren't going to win.
How much?
Even Patrick wasn't able to do it.
Maybe. Online, maybe.
On one computer you could, not on the other.
Dan's going to call. Tom Dwan makes the nuts. That king could save Daniel from any further damage. $56,600.
56-6.
That should be the end of this hand. But it doesn't look like Daniel wants to go away. It is possible that Tom Dwan has air. We've seen him do this with air. Daniel's seen him do this with air.
Raise.
And Daniel's raising here. Just like Andrew in the last hand, a total misread.
How much more is it?
Tom Dwan says, yum, yum.
How much more do you have? About a 140.
Tom Dwan's decision here is, does Daniel have a real hand? If Daniel has a real hand, like maybe 2 jacks or ace queen even, he could raise and Daniel would call. But he's going to continue to try and let Daniel hang himself. Daniel's had enough.
You had what I had. What I was pretending to have. Never mind. That's good.
A $383,000 pot to Tom Dwan, mostly because of his reputation. Never had to service it.
Games. I used to couldn't get broken. There wouldn't be a game.
Mike's going to continue
500 miles to find a little peanut.
his slow play. This time ace queen suited, just going to call the 1600. He's going to get a lot of hitchhikers here. He's even going to pick up Phil Galfont with 7-3 suited.
Everybody limp so far?
Make it an 8-handed pot, 7-handed.
One for 700 per second.
This could come down to a Mattisau-Negreanu match again.
He's gonna be the star.
Daniel raises to 16,000. That's 10 times the straddle. Mike's going to probably continue his slow play and just call here. And just like I said, he raises to 45,000. Daniel's been on him this season about playing too tight. Maybe that's why he's stepping up here. And it is going to be a Negreanu-Mattisau hand again. Another decision for Daniel. We know for sure that Daniel's calling the 29,000 here.
29 more?
Small chance he might raise. He didn't think too long about it.
I'll check in the dark.
Check's dark. Heads up to the flop.
Daniel pre-checked. Mike's flopped a nut flush draw.
How much you play? 200? About that. I'm all in.
Mike is all in. Another huge decision for Daniel.
I'm going to need a few minutes probably. Just a pre-warning.
That's a good warning, actually.
Being honest, right?
I like it.
He's all in.
Now, if Mike's got a pair bigger than 10s, Daniel is a huge dog.
Yeah, really?
If he's got 2 big clubs like he has, Daniel's even money.
I could flip a coin on this one. Really don't know.
Mike has been playing very snug.
Feels like ace-king.
Well, if Mike has something like ace-king offsuit or ace-queen offsuit, Daniel will be a 75% favorite. Maybe Daniel feels that Mike's flexing his muscles. He doubled up. He's got some chips. He's taking advantage of the tight image to try and make a move here.
I'll be using this in a minute, I think. Oh. Yeah. All right, I call.
All right.
You want to ride twice?
Yep.
You got a pair?
Nope.
Oh, phew. Oh, gosh. It's one of those. I don't see how I can possibly win.
Well, with the amount of money Daniel had in,
Okay.
it was a very good call.
That's the worst hand I could have had.
You're upset I called, Mike?
No, I knew what you had. I thought you had 9s.
Now that I saw your 10s. I mean, you might have had 9 1/2s.
I mean, you have a monster. I mean, I realize it.
Run it twice.
Pretty close.
You want to settle some of it?
Doyle knows Mike's the favorite.
Forget it.
Forget it.
It's always good to win the first one. That'd be nice.
Mike's not the favorite anymore.
Sure is always good to win the first one. Real good to win the first one.
Daniel's seen it all before.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
Ooh, that is a really, really good card for you.
Was a good
Now
card.
there ain't many clubs left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Only gives
There's still
Mike
7 of
6
them left.
outs.
I honestly feel like it's coming.
Chop
Like,
it out.
Genuinely.
Wait,
Really?
but it can't be the 6.
6 of them left.
It can't be the 6 of clubs, so there's 6 of them left.
I really think you're going to win.
And I think I might have had the deuce 3 of clubs,
hope
but I
you're
might
right.
have had the deuce 3 of spades. I'm
I
not
realize
sure.
you do.
Boom! He felt it. He was right. Wow.
Sorry, I must have been the hand 4.
What's that? You didn't have the deuce 3 of clubs, I guess. Yeah.